Welcome to Harvest. We almost have residency here, Brazil, Talparo. We're back again. Today we are going to be meeting Gillian Scott of Freshpick Farms Limited, and I am assured they are doing things very, very differently. Harvest, we on. Good morning, Gillian Scott, Freshpick Farms. Thank you for having us on your site.
Good morning, you're welcome, and thank you for coming.
So, Gillian, you are a poultry producer. You produce eggs.
I do.
Tell me about this space that you're in. What brought you to become an egg producer?
Well, my husband and I were looking to do something to keep a little bit busy in our semi-retirement.
The golden light before the golden years.
Yeah.
Right.
And we happened upon this quite by accident, to be honest with you. We started producing a few eggs. We started giving it to friends and family to try. And our demand grew very, very quickly.
Just from word of mouth?
Just from word of mouth.
Okay.
That was it.
And that was with how many hens?
We had about 300. Well, we
Okay.
started with about 100, and then we increased it to about 300.
Okay.
And we thought we were a big farm with 300 birds, you know. And then there was a period where we couldn't supply. The local demand, meaning homes, we were delivering to people at their home and family and whatnot. And people were just telling us that they were so grateful to have a healthy egg, and they always tell us up to now that they could taste the difference
Right. Okay.
in our egg.
So you've said that your customer base appreciates having a healthier egg. What is a healthier egg?
Well, a healthier egg is an egg that is produced without the use of medicines.
When you say medicines?
We use no antibiotics, hormones, steroids. Our chickens are fed actually an organic diet of feed that we import from the Netherlands.
So you import your own feed?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And so they're fed that, and then we keep them healthy naturally by the use of garlic and turmeric
Okay.
that they get every day. And I firmly believe that perhaps the mix of the organic feed with our little local touch of giving them garlic and turmeric every day has some people telling us that they could taste the difference even in eggs that they've eaten in Europe.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
I mean, and right now we grow our own turmeric. Huh?
Okay. Very good.
So,
Very good. And I imagine, does the turmeric sit in the water as the garlic would do in the chickens?
No. We have a process. We used to grind it in
Right.
my blender along with, I would give them all sorts of things. If I had dry coconuts,
Right, yes.
I would give them coconut, I would give them turmeric, watermelon, really anything that I could find, you know.
Right, yes.
And but now we have a process where we dry the turmeric
Okay.
and we blend it in, so it's in little pieces, so they could actually pick at it.
Pick it up.
Yes,
Right.
yeah.
Okay. You said you've gone from 100, 300. We're heading to go and see the ladies now. What is your head count now? How much?
We have about 1,200 now.
About 1,200 birds.
Yeah.
And this growth has been over a period of how long?
Oh, we started this project at the end of 2016, early 2017. So it's taken us this amount of time to reach to this point.
Okay.
Yes.
You said you import your own food.
Yes.
So now instead of a lot of producers who just go to a distributor and buy food, you also have to clear your food off of the port.
Yep.
That is not necessarily a place where a lot of people say it is fast, easy, and convenient. So
Correct.
do you experience problems in being able to deliver feed to your hens
Well,
on time?
we could have a lot of problems, especially with the pandemic.
Okay.
We had a lot of shipping delays.
Shipping prices have gone way through the roof, yeah?
Shipping prices, actually the cost of the feed has gone up 5 times in the last 2 years.
Wow, and that's without the cost of shipping going up on top of that.
Exactly, that's the cost of grains increasing. But we have been lucky, we've maintained our price because we up production.
Okay, right.
So I didn't pass it on to the consumer.
Right.
Because I'm trying so hard for people to be able to taste our product, enjoy our product. So we have maintained price, which is good, I think. And I'm lucky that I have a gentleman that I work with regarding the feed, that he sees about everything for me. So I don't really have a problem with the port.
Okay.
What does happen though is that I can't wait to see my feed go down before another shipment is here. I need to always make sure I have that feed available.
Mm-hmm. So you have a broker or something that's handling that headache for you?
Yes, I have a gentleman that I work with that is quite amazing.
Right.
And together, we're doing it together. I don't consider that we're not doing it together, because I consider him almost, if you want to say a partner in the business, which not really, but he's very helpful and it works well for us.
Right. Was it 2006 you started? 2016?
Yes.
Right.
We bought the farm at the end of 2016 and started with a small area. A lot of the times the chickens were outside, free ranging, and then we grew from there.
You've said your hens were free ranging.
Yes.
But you market your eggs as cage free, not free range.
Correct.
Tell me about that.
Well, there's a lot of confusion when it comes to the labeling of eggs. Free range, technically, if you look at the guidelines, they are supposed to have access to the outdoors. Our hens have access to the outdoors, but we stopped letting them out as much as we used to because of we lost a lot of animals, a lot of chickens to dogs.
Oh, dogs! I thought man was coming on your farm and taking fowl.
No. So the dogs in the area would come and they would kill 20 chickens a night, 30 chickens a night.
How do you sustain that?
Yeah, there's nothing you could do.
Right.
So we stopped letting them out, and we know that they're safe in their barns, but we are classified by the Ministry of Health as a cage-free farm.
Right.
Our birds have free access to food and water at all times. Their barns have perches, they have laying boxes, they have dust baths where they love to bathe in dust. So we put sand and they flap their wings into the sand.
So the difference between this and a more commercial operation would be, one, as you said, perches, the complete access to food, and the fact that the chickens get to be chickens.
Correct.
For a while. They can climb, they can roost.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
there are some farms where the chicken lives for its entire life in a cage, in a little 2x2 cage, and its feet never touch the ground.
right. Yes.
And that's very profitable, but we decided we were not going to do that.
And of course, the healthier and happier the chicken reflects in the texture,
Absolutely.
taste of the egg.
Absolutely. We've had visitors, even the inspector from the Ministry of Health. He said to me, if it's one thing I could see, is that your chickens are happy.
Wow.
That's the best compliment.
Yeah, indeed.
That's
Absolutely.
the best compliment. The Minister of Agriculture himself, we were very happy to invite him to the farm.
Lovely.
And he was here for a good few hours. And that's the other thing he said. He said, I could see they're happy. They're loved. They're look at them. They're and that's a great compliment.
Absolutely. They are a really very, very good looking bird. Gillian, I am standing up here. We can hear them.
Yeah.
They're not beaten up. They're very confident. They look very, very good. We're going to take a break, and then we're going to meet the fowls of Freshpick Farm. Harvest.
all farmers, fishermen, and agri-entrepreneurs. The Agricultural Development Bank is offering its flagship product, the New Reality Loan. Get up to 80% financing for any viable business in agro-processing, agri-services, or farming with an effective interest rate of 3 to 5%. The New Reality Loan can assist with business startup, expansion, or product rehabilitation, working capital, debt consolidation, or for the purchase of new equipment. Visit one of our convenient locations in San Fernando, Chaguanas, Sangre Grande, Port of Spain, and Tobago. Come in and we'll make your dreams a reality with our New Reality Loan. Call toll-free 800-4ADB. That's 800-4232, or visit www.adbtt.com. The Agricultural Development Bank, growing stronger together. Munich Home and Garden specializes in hardware, paint, home decor, tools, agricultural supplies, pet supplies, car accessories, appliances, and much more. Located at Val Park Shopping Plaza, Atlantic Plaza, Point Lisas, and Eastern Main Road, St. Joseph. Shopping comfort with our well-secured outlets. Call us at 663-5163 or visit the Munich Home and Garden Facebook page or www.municht.com. Munich Home and Garden, where we make shopping a fun experience.
Stop the rising cost of food now. Grow your own food. Provide for your family and earn an income with Plant Doctor's Hydro Aqua of number 30 Matilda Road, Princestown. Grow safe, clean, and organic with your hydroponic supplies, organic potting soil, fertilizers, pesticides, and seeds. Let us help you grow and earn. Call 379-6710 or WhatsApp us at 372-9440. Plant Doctor's Hydro Aqua. Let's grow TNT together, one plant at a time.
Gillian, we are inside two of your barns, and as I said, your fowls look fabulous. Tell me a little bit about what it takes day to day to keep these girls going and keep these girls happy.
Well, what can I tell you about that? We have to keep them happy, so we give them as much space as possible. Mm-hmm. If you look at international guidelines, they may say 1 square foot per bird.
Right.
We give them 3 or more. We don't overcrowd our birds. We want them to be happy. We want them to be healthy. They love intermingling with each other. They're very social animals.
Social animals, yeah.
So they're happy, and that's important. We give them free access to food 24 hours a day. Our barns are cool and airy.
Yeah.
You know, we just try to make them as happy as possible.
Right.
That's it.
And I mean, I can see this is one of the cleaner pens, if not the cleanest of pens that I've been in. The place is not caged, not packed with waste. The walls are clear. How often do you come in here and maintain this?
We have a system where at least every 2 months we enter and we clean the area. In their laying boxes, we put bay leaf. We grind up bay leaf. Okay. We have our own bay leaf tree.
And that would be to keep mites and things away?
That would be to keep mites away.
Right.
And that works fantastic. So we had tried neem, but they actually ate all the neem.
Right.
They love that.
Okay.
So we've tried lots of different methods to just keep things healthy and happy for them.
You have no mites?
No. We've taken them to Mount Hope for autopsies to make sure that, that nothing is
You've
going
taken your chickens to Mount Hope for, well, obviously the veterinary school, right? Not,
Yes.
not the men's ward. But you've taken your...
Yes,
Why?
because when we were going through a really bad hot spell, we lost a few chickens and we were concerned that it was
Okay.
disease.
Okay.
So we went and we took them and they had an autopsy and they were fine. It was heat stroke.
Really?
So that's
Okay.
one of the reasons we are so fanatical about our area being very cool. Besides being under a huge salmon tree,
Right, yes.
we also insulated the roofs
Okay.
to keep them very, very cool, very comfortable, very happy. As I said, free access to food, free access to fresh, clean water. Every day, their waterers are cleaned.
Right, okay.
Every day.
Okay.
And then we also give them free access to oyster shell.
Right.
pressed oil.
Yeah, which is an important
Fresh
part of
oil,
their
yes.
diet. Yeah, of
Yes.
a balanced diet. Yeah.
Yes. Then they like the sand. They like to have sand baths. So we give them that.
Yeah, no, the chickens, they look really very, 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 very healthy.
Yes.
They're not disturbed, they're not beaten up by us,
No.
with us being here. You said you clean out every 2 months. What happens with the waste material that you take?
Well, we put it outside to cure, and then we bag it, and we give some to the organic farmers in our area.
Okay.
Because of course it's a
And you said give, not sell.
give.
Right.
We give. We try to help other people.
Okay.
So we give to a few of the organic farmers that we work with, and then we do sell to some of the bigger people that ask us to buy. We will sell,
Okay.
but it's not something that we're depending on to survive. So we sell at a reasonable price
Right.
because we do want to see other people prosper.
Okay.
That's important to us.
And
you know?
you were telling me before that yourself and the farm have had a role in guiding, perhaps even training people who have wanted to get into the poultry business.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
Could you tell me about that?
Yes, we have had several young farmers call us wanting to start up to grow eggs, chicken and eggs. We are willing to guide them and help them
Fabulous.
because we have developed this technique through international and local guidance, a lot of which we have paid for. A lot of these farmers can't afford to do that.
Yeah.
So why not share our knowledge and encourage people to grow their own food in our
And then
country?
everybody be successful.
Everybody's successful.
All right, because we all have the knowledge already, right? It's just to be able to access the knowledge.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I mean that's fabulous. So
Yes.
people can reach
Yeah.
out directly to you. What is a day of a poultry farmer like? What does having 1,200 head of fowl take for you to manage? What are your days like?
Well, one of our focuses, which is very important to us, is besides the fact that our feed, which we keep in airtight bins, so the first thing would be our worker will come in and feed the chickens.
And
They
that
have-
does what, 9 o'clock in the morning?
He starts early,
Okay.
about 7 o'clock.
About 7, right?
Yeah.
Right?
And so we feed them and we allow them to always have access to food.
Okay.
It's not a matter of feeding them a little bit and no. So they have free access to food, they have free access to oyster shell.
So we at 7, 8 o'clock we having breakfast,
Correct.
right?
Then every single waterer is cleaned
Oh yeah.
properly. So you wouldn't believe that from one morning to the next, they know that water needs cleaning. And the minute it's cleaned, they all go to drink fresh, clean water. So they appreciate that. So
Yes.
that's very important to us, that they get clean water. Then he will go to pick up the eggs. Right? So we pick up the eggs for the day, but we pick up eggs 3 times a day.
3 times.
3 times a day.
They're laying 3. No, it's with layers. It is not most common. It is practice that they give you their eggs in the morning,
Yes.
right? And maybe you might get some eggs in the afternoon.
Yes.
You picking up eggs 3 times a day.
3 times a day. One of the scientists that we had consulted with in the early days, he told us that once there are eggs there, in their laying area, because they know where they want to lay. And most of the time, 5, 6 of them would go into one box to lay.
Yes.
So he said once they have eggs there, they may not lay as much.
Really?
That's what we were told.
Okay.
So we got into the practice then of picking up 3 times a day, minimum twice a day.
To make sure that the box is empty.
Yes.
Right, okay.
And maximize production,
Okay.
you know?
So 7 o'clock in the morning, we have fed our birds. 7:30, we cleaning waterers.
Yep.
8 o'clock, we collecting eggs.
Yep.
Right? What happens to our eggs after you collect them?
After we collect the eggs, we then take them to our production room where they are washed in fresh, clean running water.
No disinfectants or soap or...
Nothing like
Right.
that ever. And then we lay them out to dry. And then when they're dry, then we package them in the dozen boxes or the crates.
Okay, and are you still a farm to home distributor, or are you now within a distribution network within the groceries or supermarkets? Or?
We are at several major supermarkets in Trinidad and Tobago, and at most of the specialty stores.
Wow, okay.
We don't go through a distributor because then again that would increase the cost. And I'm trying to keep our cost as low as we can.
And you've mentioned that you've already absorbed some of that cost of shipping. And...
We have. So we deliver ourselves.
Okay, because that cuts your cost.
Exactly. It's a family-run operation. My youngest son just joined us. So between my husband, myself, and my son, we basically do everything.
Okay.
We have one worker that helps us with the farm work. And other than that, we do everything ourselves. And we have our finger on everything that's going on. It's also important to us that the retail outlets can put a face to the product.
Right, okay.
You know, and know when I look them in the eye, they need to know that what I say I'm doing, I'm doing.
What you say about your product is real and genuine.
What exactly?
Do we have, may I put my hand in the feed?
Certainly.
So this is your organic Dutch feed, right?
Yes. Organic, non-GMO.
You can see just from its color, it looks different from the standard feeds. Wow, that actually smells like almost every organic nutrient powder you can buy in health stores.
Yes.
This.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's amazing, and a lot of people that have visited the farm, for example, the Minister of Agriculture himself, he could not believe that here we are, you and I, standing inside a barn with maybe 300 chickens, and there's no smell.
Yeah, there's absolutely no smell of animal waste inside the here at all.
Correct, because we keep our area clean for them.
And of course, this is where people now need to start bringing in the antibiotics and stuff, because once you are keeping animals in filth, you breed disease.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Well, I see it's nearing midday, and I see that our hen has gone into a box. So let's go in it and see what the lady has for us now.
Yes, sure.
Do you wait for them to leave the box? Because of course, to encourage laying, you have less boxes than you have fowl. Do you wait for them to come out before you harvest, or can you interact with the hen while it's inside?
I actually love interacting with them, but you must be gentle. You know, they know me, and I go in and I will pick up the egg, which is actually warm to the touch, and that gives me great joy. You know,
So they don't try and peck your hand, or
no,
because you come in for the egg?
No, not at all. We try to interact with them when we collect eggs. We don't just go in and grab eggs. We
Right.
interact with them.
Right, okay.
It's a slow process. we take our time when we go into they know us, they know me, they know my husband, they know my worker, and we gently collect the eggs.
Okay.
This is a jumbo egg here.
That's going to be a twin?
It could be. You see the difference? Look at the 3 different sizes: medium, large, jumbo.
Do you grade your eggs?
Yes.
When you do grade your eggs
Yes.
before they go onto market?
All our eggs are weighed.
Okay, really weighed.
Weighed
Wow.
digitally
All right.
by hand.
So when I buy a case of Freshpick egg, all the eggs are almost uniform in what I'm getting in the case.
Well, we mix large and extra large
Okay.
in a dozen. So
you actually give that large egg to your customers?
Yes.
Wow. Wow, because many places would not.
No, they would not. We mix large and extra large in a dozen, and then we'll do a dozen with only jumbo for the same price, and
Wow.
we label it accordingly. We just put a jumbo sticker.
So hold on, put all of those together again. So when I buy a standard dozen of a Freshpick 12,
Yes.
I'm gonna be getting some large and extra large in our box too?
Yes.
Wow. And I could buy the large and extra large separately.
All we package is large and extra large.
Okay.
We do not package medium. And then you buy the jumbo separately.
Right.
Because they would fit in what the jumbos that can fit. There are some jumbos that
Of course,
can't
yeah.
fit.
Yeah, you can't close the box.
Can't close the box.
Right.
So what can fit, we label it as they will have a jumbo sticker on
Okay.
it. And we sell all at the same price.
But that's actually a real steal for your customer because
Yeah.
that is not an industry practice at all.
No.
Wow.
No.
Lovely. And Gillian, this is your production facility.
Yes, it is.
So the eggs come from the barn,
Yes.
and then from here
Yeah.
we have Mr. Bones washing our eggs,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Tell me about the process of what happens now.
Well, we made the decision to wash our eggs with clean running water. Some people don't do that. They would use a rag and just wipe off the dust or poop or-
Let's face facts. There's effluent, chicken effluent on the egg shell,
Exactly.
right?